lot of guys can't tell the difference between 4 and 8 inches. I'll tell you an easy way, plumbing wise. If you can see the counter between the handle and the faucet, it's 8 inches. Turning the water off here, and you'll notice something funky here. The lines are crossed right here. This is the hot water, and it's on the right side, and looks like the plumber is either dyslexic or was just having a bad day. Hot water is always supposed to be on your left and cold water on your right. Both are open, so if there's any residual in there, it'll probably drip out. We're gonna undo the supply lines. I'm going to get a crescent wrench and undo both sides of this right here so I can reach up here a little bit easier and turn this. Let's get these white hoses out of the way. Use all the tools in your tool bag. Undo these right here. Put it off, guys. Yeehaw! Now I just need to undo those right there. And it looks like they're rusted pretty good, guys. So this is gonna be amazing. Time to get this piece off right here. I've got the biggest crescent wrench I can find. Okay, got that off. And we're resorting to liquid wrench, and then I'm gonna see if we can't pry it off. There looks like there's a little bit of rust up in there, so good luck to me. All right, you can see I sprayed liquid wrench up there. We're gonna wait a half an hour and see what happens. While we wait for the liquid wrench to absorb, we're gonna take this silver part off right here because there is a new stopper we're putting in. These will help when we're getting these frozen bolts off. Definitely smell it in here. Smells like auto shop. See that one right there? It's got tons of rust on it from the last 22 years, and I sprayed liquid wrench on there, and we're gonna see if we can't get that off. All right, guys, I had to get a different tool. Had to undo it from the top. This top bolt came off. There was no way I was getting this rusted bolt off. Sometimes you gotta do something different. Time to put everything back together. So, hot water always goes on the left. One thing I wanted to show you before you put this in is there is a little arrow in here. Can you see that arrow? Point that towards the sink so the valve lines up. Arrow. Okay, first we're going to put the washer on. I think you can see the arrow here. This is the arrow we want pointed towards the sink. The thread side up. Tightening with this tool that they give you. Putting the handles on now. Like this. Just plastic pieces go down like this. When we put these on, we want to make sure that this is the off position, this is the on position, and that's why it's important that those arrows line up underneath. So we loosened it a little bit. We're lining these up. We're going to go under and tighten them for the final after we tighten this. There's a little Allen wrench right here. All right, these are lined up now. Bloop, bloop, hot water, cold water. Tighten them up underneath. Tighten this up. Next thing is the actual faucet part. We need to put rubber side down, sliding this side in like this, and then meet me on the other side. Bumps are going up, and we're putting this on, tightening this. Good thing we double checked because this is facing in the wrong direction. That is better. The next step involves this right here. We are going to connect the supply lines here from the sink to the blue side is cold on the right, red side is hot, it's on the left, and this is the metal part that goes up to the faucet that we just connected. On the right, this is the blue one right here. It's going to click. Did you hear that? Click. That's the blue one. There it is. Now we are going to connect the middle one right here. Push and click. We are going to connect the supply lines now, and this specific faucet, there is a connector here that we need to connect to the supply line before we connect the supply line to the faucet. This is the hot water side. Connecting the hot water side. Now that we get down to the end, we are crossing these. Remember, Mr. Dyslexia was the plumber, and he put the hot water over here, and he put the cold water over here. On your sink, you're always supposed to have the hot water on the left. So the last thing we're connecting is the plumbing. That's all connected. So let's just give it a go. I know somebody's going to ask this, so do not use plumber's putty. Could damage the seal. So right, let's put this together. This one goes on here before we drop it in the middle. Right in there, and it's the little washer from this side. All the rest of this stuff goes from the underside. Here is the piece we dropped in from the upper side. This is going first. Then this is a little plastic washer we're putting in there too. And then we're just screwing this in. Final piece of the plumbing puzzle is to put this back together. So I'm putting the white washer on here, sliding it up right here. This portion screws right here. We got to line these two up right here and push this up, leave this unscrewed right now. We're going to screw the big flange in first. It's fitting really firmly, and then now you bring this white collar down, and it is all the way down to here inside, but we're just tightening it up here so it doesn't leak back. You guys are seeing this firsthand, just like me. There is cold water coming out. There is the hot water coming out. Let's see if the cold water looks like it is holding water. And then let's see if there is any leaks. I'm not seeing leaks from the supply side. Holding water, let's see if it starts leaking. Looking for leaks at this junction here. Here. Got it done, guys. That was rough. One trip to the hardware store only. I was on my back for quite a while. Those rusty bolts from before really took me back, and I finally pulled it up from the top like you saw. Thanks for watching. Keep on grinding.